a lot of the powers that be have for a long time now been very intentionally and systematically degrading traditional American life. And I think there's reasons for that. I think that it is for the health of big government, the health of strong familiar bonds is not good. It's not good. It's not helpful. If you have a strong family, so like right now, so I'll take my family as an example, right? Like I work, I make money, I support my family. My wife is a full-time mom. She takes care of our kids. Me and her are very close. Her and my kids are very close. Me and my kids are very close too, but she's always full-time with my kids. Now you have a thing where like we have like a strong unit. Like we are all together. We are kind of like independent, like our family supports itself. And everybody's very, very close. No one in that situation is turning toward dependency on the government. If, however, you were to say, break that up, if my wife leaves, she goes into the workforce and she's working now, well, immediately now the government can tax my wife's labor. So now she's paying taxes as well. Whereas right now, her work, which is, by the way, much harder than fucking almost any job you could think of, they're not taxing that at all. Like that's just her labor is untaxable at this point. So she goes off, then she's taxed. Then also she's not as you know what I mean? She's not as close with my kids. She's not spending as much time with them. She's not spending as much time with me. We're all more fractured than we would otherwise be. And the fucking tax base for the government is increased. Then also, and in general, you got these kids in other situations, you got these kids going to like public schools and shit like that. Now they're not spending as much time with their parents and they're more influenced by the government programming than they otherwise would have been. And it does seem like this has been happening very slowly and then all of a sudden. And now if you're constantly teaching, their kids that any constraints that they learned at home, any tradition or values that parents want to impart onto their kids are all bullshit and horrible and to be viewed as like bigotry, I think it does a lot to benefit big government. They're much better off with that type of society than a society that has these other strong foundations. I think it's part of the reason why they're so hostile toward religion also. Because, if somebody's a part of strong families are then part of a strong community, so they all go to a church together, there's like this community aspect to it. And if they're true believers, they're just not viewing Fauci as a god because they already got a god, They're not like when Fauci says, I am the truth, I am the science or whatever. They're like, no, sorry. Like, I have one king and that's Jesus. It's like, I'm not interested in you. Like, it's just, you immediately, if you have a religious society, you immediately take government from being the absolute top thing down to a very distant second at best.